Hey guys, welcome to the Q&A episode. We just hit 90,000 subscribers and that is absolutely insane. So I told you I'd do a Q&A. This is that. And today we're somewhere in Oregon and we're going to be flying to this lake, which is actually a crater. And it is very creatively named Crater Lake. So that's where we're going to be heading. I'm in my trusty Cessna 172. With skids, with floats. So let's get going and let's answer some questions. Although I should have picked a plane where I know how to use the autopilot because I'm going to be answering questions, but whatever. We'll figure it out as we go. So the first question that I get a lot is, why do I put footage of planes just landing in my videos? Why do I do that? Some people don't like it. So the reason for that is that is because how my videos are structured, basically. What I like to do is that I like to talk about the accident, just give you an overview of what happened, and then I like to tell you what happened, give you the details. There are some channels, I'm not saying that this is the correct way to do it. There are some channels, it'll be like a 10-minute video and they'll tell you what happened and they'll explain at the same time. But me, I'm not a big fan of that because I feel like story-wise, this is the better way to do it. And in the second part of the video where I explain what happened, we're gonna be talking about a lot of dramatic, not what's the word I'm looking for, abstract things, basically. For example, the video that I'm working on right now, we're going to be talking a lot about adderus. Another video, we're going to be talking about illusions, sensory illusions. There's not a lot that I can show on screen when that happens. And the second reason why is that, look at this. I'm trying to pivot to Flight Simulator 2020 more, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh boy, we're about to crash into a mountain. Nope. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful. And some people are just show pictures from the report when you're talking about when you're talking about in the second half of the video. The problem with that is that if you put up pictures, this is a tip for anyone that's an aspiring YouTuber. If you put up pictures for too long, people just get bored. So for example, I'll give you an example. On my video about, which one was that? Qantas Flight 1? Yeah, that's the one. I just put in a lot of pictures, an insane amount of pictures. And you could see there's a graph in YouTuber Studio where you can see people's interest. So when the pictures came on, it was 2 to 3 minutes of pictures, interest just fell off a cliff. Absolutely, it just fell off a cliff. So that's why I don't put too many pictures. I just put footage like this because it's soothing, it's calming, it's good to look at, especially if it's Flight Simulator 2020. The next question that I get quite a bit is, hold on, let me just silence this warning. Yeah, there we go. Is, what's up with your titles? And the thing is, I put a lot of thought into my titles. Sometimes some people don't like it because it's a little bit dramatic, and I don't disagree. But the thing is, that's kind of how YouTube works. A big difference between a great video and a successful video and a video that failed is a title. So I've had videos that have absolutely failed, and I just changed the titles, and they're they have 100,000 subscribers. Views right now. So it's that's why I do the titles that I do. It's just what people click on, unfortunately. So the next question is from Jennifer. Would you do a collab with a pilot's channel like 74 Gear or someone like that? Absolutely, absolutely. I feel like that would be an educational experience for me. So I would definitely do something like that. Wow, the winds are really, really strong today. What are the most unbelievable, shocking, and ridiculous crashes causes that you have heard of? Asks Fabian. Okay, so there's this one crash in Russia. I think it was a Tu-154, and the pilots made a wager, a bet between themselves, and they were like, "Hey, I can land this plane without looking outside." And so they pull the curtains. They try to land the plane with just instruments. It was like they could have just looked outside and land the plane, but they decided to not do that to win the bet. And and they ended up crashing the plane, which is like absolutely insane for me to think about. That was like completely unnecessary loss of life. How do you do your scripts? Do you make a full coherent sentence by sentence one, or do you write down keywords and then free wing it when recording? Asks Root3264. Um, I absolutely make one of those coherent sentence by sentence scripts because I cannot free wing it. As you've heard so far, for example, if you're still listening, uh, I'd be surprised if you're still listening. But yeah, I cannot like just free wing it. I am full of filler words. I cannot free wing it if my life depended on it. Have you ever considered a career with the NTSB? Well, no, because I'm like a computer programmer by profession, and I feel like this would be a conflict of interest. Like, I think it would be a conflict of interest. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Someone tell me. When are you going to reveal your face? Asks Parth. Good question. 1 million subscribers. That was like a completely arbitrary threshold. We're probably never even going to reach 1 million subscribers. But you know, why not 1 million subscribers? Do you like toast? And if so, with what condiments? Asks Chris. That's a good question. Uh, Toast. I'm okay with toast. I'm not really a breakfast person because I kind of wake up at 11 p.m. I mean, at like 11 a.m. or like 12 p.m. So I am not really a breakfast person. That reminds me, I have like a complete bottle of maple syrup in my fridge that I haven't opened in more than 2 years. I should probably throw that out. So thanks for reminding me about that. How do you read incident accident reports and where do you get them? I know they're a long and difficult read, but I love your videos and would love to make videos about air crash investigations. Asks Hypixel. Thank you so much for letting me know that you like my videos. And yeah, they can seem long and difficult, but they're like laid out logically. So here's the thing. Section one is all about what's section one about? Okay, it's all about like factual information, history of like what happened, who did what, basically the story of it. And then section 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, they're all about definitions. It's like, okay, it's like what you need to know to understand the accident itself. Then section 2 is usually analysis. That's where they tell you what happened. And then section 3 is usually just conclusions, safety recommendations, stuff like that. So what I do is I go through the story, like section 1.1, and then I jump to analysis, and then I jump back to the definitions page to clear up any questions. And that's how I mainly do my research. And then again, there's like a lot of smart people on my Discord. I ask them for help if I really need it. So that's how I usually do my research. And yeah, it's like, if you want to start making videos, you know, go ahead. I just started this for fun, and for some reason I have 90,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, go ahead, man. How did you get into aviation? Good question. How did I get in? Oh yeah, I was like a little kid and I wanted to be an astronaut. And then my cousin had a copy of Flight Simulator 2000. Was it 2002 or 2000? hold on. Yeah, he had a copy of Flight Simulator 2000, and I I just like absolutely loved playing that game or that sim with him. I spent like so much time of my childhood just playing that sim with him. And that's kind of how I got into aviation. And then I watched documentaries, started playing Flight Simulator, and here we are. No, I just went off course during that entire rant or question answer session. Let's get back on course. Not totally related, but have you considered going to Patreon or the likes? That's another question that I get a lot. Do you have a Patreon? At the moment, no. I do not have a Patreon because I mean, I do have like a PayPal donation link, and I get quite a bit of money from YouTube AdSense. I'm like happy with it right now. I don't feel like I need more money from like Patreon and stuff like that. If you do have like money to spend, um, you know, give it to a charity. I mean, I'm fine right now. I don't really need it. Thank you so much for offering, but give it to a charity or something like that. That would be really good, especially like during COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs. I was like getting by with YouTube AdSense money, and this isn't like my full-time job. Like I said, I'm a computer programmer, so there's that. So maybe down the line, if I do this like full time, absolutely like 100% full time, then maybe we'll think of a Patreon, but not at the moment. How far away are we? Okay, we're 7 nautical miles from the crater. Let's see. Let's get to the next question. What's the next question? What's your background in aviation? How did this channel start, Daniels? What's my background in aviation? I'm a guy with a mic. That's about it. But yeah, that's about it. I'm just a guy with a mic. And I just like read a lot of crash reports. That's about it. I don't really have a formal background in aviation, and whenever I have questions, there's the community, there's the aviation community to answer my questions. So that's that's my background, I guess. Um, can you do an analysis on Air India Flight 855? That's one I've been wanting to do for like a very long time. I reached out to the Indian government for a copy of the report. I reached out to quite a few people actually. I reached out to ICAO. They don't have a report because apparently like it wasn't filed with them or something, or maybe it was COVID. They didn't have access to their physical repositories. Um, I tried reaching out to the Indian government. I got no response. I tried reaching out to Boeing, and Boeing was like, you should try contacting the Indian government. So it's like, I can't find a report for that crash, like no matter how hard I try. But I did find a book written by someone who had firsthand experience about the incident. So I might base a video on that book and not the final report. So we'll see. Are we getting close to the lake? God, this is beautiful. This is absolutely stunning. Yep, there we go. There's the lake. What's your favorite passenger aircraft? Asks Gbosh. Okay, my favorite passenger aircraft. It has to be the 737. Primarily because that was the first plane that I ever flew on. Like as a kid, that was the first plane that I got on. So it has like a special place in my heart. I like the 737. It looks good. I also do like the 787. I think this is the lake. Oh, look at that. That's a crater. That's a crater right there. Crater Lake in Oregon. Not very creatively named, but sure is pretty. So, okay, what goes behind making the making of these videos? Asks I'm Zary. Another good question. So since there's like a few more questions that I need to answer, so I'm just gonna orbit the lake. So what goes into making one of these videos? One, that's like day one is script writing, part one. Day two is also script writing. Day three is simulation and recording, like recording the footage, that is. And then day four is editing and recording voiceover. And day five, I do nothing. I just wait for the video to come out. And then, the cycle starts again. I operate on a 5-day cycle, so that's basically what I do to get a video out. Are you afraid of flying? Asks Trisha. No, not really. Absolutely not. I'm the kind of guy that opts for a connecting flight just because I can get on 2 airplanes instead of 1. I am absolutely not scared of flying at all. In fact, I wish I was. I spend way too much money on flights. How do you choose crashes that you make videos about? Asks Latvian programmer. That's a good question. I use a very scientific method to choose the videos that I do. It's called the ooh boy method. So basically, if I read about a crash and if I go, ooh boy, that's interesting, then I make a video about it. That's basically how it just has to pique my interest. I don't care if it's like an obscure crash. If it piques my interest, then I'm gonna make a video about it because I feel like you guys would like those videos as well. I do say quite a bit, don't I? Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? Asks Rational Bacon. Nay. It's gonna be a nay from me. It's just like flavor wise, there's so much conflict going on there. I don't like pineapple on its own. I will not allow pineapple to sully something I hold so dear like pizza. It's absolute no from me. How old are you? Asks Martin. How old am I? Oh yeah, I'm 24. I apologize. It's what? It's 1:13 a.m. over here, so I apologize. I'm 24. And the last question, Bud asks, why did I get suggested a Fox News Channel story about Trump from your channel? Are you a Trumper? I have no control over what you see, the ads you see. I have no control over that. That's all on you, Bud. So that's pretty much all the questions. That's most of the questions that I got. I have no idea how long this is, but let's just put this plane down in this lake. I'm just gonna pull back power. We'll land into, we'll put out some flaps. Retract the gear. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're coming in fast. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to know that this is this place exists in real life and it was made by an asteroid impact. Kind of cool if you ask me. Wait, are the flaps out? Yep, flaps are out. We'll try to land as close as possible to that mountain right there. The island in the middle. We'll see. We shall see. I don't know why, but this made me really hungry. Really, I'm probably gonna order something in after this. Yep, there we go. Come on. Ooh, the water effects are absolutely amazing. Okay, let's pull back. Pull back and touchdown. Wait, I think we bounced. Yep, we did bounce. Oh, there's another bounce. Not very good at this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. We've got water effects. Oh. Please stop. Please stop. So. Yep, there we go. We're down. And with that, I bid you farewell. I'll talk to you guys soon. Wait, I didn't end the broadcast, did I? Wrong keystroke, my bad.